Hi there, I'm Matt Williams, and I grew up in a very small town in the middle of Illinois. Grew up a block from a cornfield. I grew up throwing snowballs at cars, and actually we threw anything that we could find at cars. Snowballs, ice, corn, wood chips, rocks. My favorite was one time we climbed up a pine tree and we threw pine cones from the top of a pine tree down at cars. Stole candy from the swimming pool and broke windows at my elementary school. I went to church because my mom made me go, but I didn't know Jesus at all. I was surrounded by people that drank a lot of alcohol and did drugs, and that would have been my life. But then God rescued me. My brother was heavy into drugs, and all of a sudden he quit cold turkey. And he started going to a Bible preaching church, and he invited me. My very first Sunday at this new church, I heard the gospel, and I said yes. I went and bought a Bible, and I read it every day. My life was changed. Jesus rescued me. Jesus asked his disciples in the Bible, what do you think? If a man owns 100 sheep and one of them wanders away, will he not leave the 99 on the hills and go look for that one that wandered off? Of course, the good shepherd would seek after the lost sheep in order to rescue it. I am that wandering sheep. But our gracious Lord revealed himself to me and he rescued me. He found me in my pit and he pulled me into his loving embrace. Sometimes I think about what my life would have been like without Jesus. I think I would have lived a very insignificant life, a very selfish life. Trying to make money, I probably would have been an alcoholic because that's what I was surrounded by. And I think I would have been filled with unhappiness and greed, and I wouldn't have any hope. My wife sometimes asks me, how did you escape your upbringing? And there's one simple answer. It's Jesus. He rescued me. He reached down and plucked me out of darkness and despair and brought me into his kingdom of light. From a small town in Illinois to a missionary in Spain and now a Bible professor. It's very simple, Jesus. He didn't rescue me because I'm somebody special. He rescued me because he loves me. But it's just not me. Jesus is on a rescue mission to rescue each and every person, including you. About 15 years ago, my dad got lung cancer and he was told that he had 4 to 6 months to live. And I prayed for God to rescue him, and he did. But my dad died. Well, how was that a rescue? Well, at that time, I had been a Christian for about 20 years, and my dad would not allow me to talk about Jesus with him until he got cancer. And I told him, Dad, I've respected you. I've never talked about Jesus, but you have 6 months to live. I have a few questions for you about eternity. And Jesus rescued my dad in his final days. He didn't rescue him from the physical pain of cancer. He rescued him spiritually for all of eternity. My dad's in heaven today, cancer-free. Jesus will rescue us all the way to eternity in heaven. I am rescued in Christ.